Alright, since the only people that are going to see this are the people watching the playback, welcome. Give me a few seconds to get the stream set up and tweet it out and everything, and then we'll get started. Alright. We're going to jump on into this. I'm switching over to another character. I think I finally made it to like a decent stopping point with my Warlock character. I'm switching it up. Not sure entirely what I have to do next. So we're going to head to the tower and figure out where I'm at. Jameis, what's going on? Dwight, welcome to the stream, man. And Wilson TV just jumped in. Is it worth the upgrade from Barney's stands to common projects? Pros and cons. Well, they're two different shoes. You're looking at two completely different shoes. The Barney's standsmith is essentially a premium standsmith. Probably the most premium standsmith. Certainly the most premium standsmith that I own. But it is still a standsmith. So while the materials are nice, while the comfort is slightly better because the insole is slightly more padded, there's a little bit better padding, there's a leather insole, it still has the aesthetic of a standsmith, it still has the aesthetic of a $80 shoe. Now, in my opinion, the Common Project's Achilles, although from a distance it might look similar to a standsmith, it's a totally different shoe. It's a totally different design. It has a much different look on feet. It's a lot more aggressive, and just in my opinion, I like it a lot better. Now, for other people, the price difference might not be the same, but if you're happy with your Barney stands, I wouldn't say it would be an immediate purchase, but if you can afford the $400 price tag, I would go for it. I've certainly been wearing my Common Projects more than I've been wearing my Barney stands recently. Okay, so I definitely want to switch over to that. I don't want this. I want that. I need a good chest piece. Give me just a second while I head to my inventory manager. You're going to see a bunch of stuff pop up on the screen from me sending it through my Chrome extension. It lets you manage your Destiny inventory. While that loads, let me check some more comments. Totally skated. Copped the Wheat Air Force One mids from my tweet. I'm glad you did. It seemed like a whole bunch of people got through on those. That seemed like a excellent restock. It wasn't anything. It wasn't like extra pairs got thrown up. It seems like they did throw the Wheat Air Force One mid back into production, and it, gave a lot of people the opportunity to get a pair for retail. Me personally, I took a massive L on those. I got my size into cart, but then when I logged into my Nike account, I had a bunch of other stuff sitting in my cart, and I ended up deleting it. I accidentally removed the size, so I took the L, but I'm fine with it. I'd prefer to wait for the Wheat or Flax Air Force One highs that are coming out soon. I'm not sure when, but soon. Burpacola, interesting name, but he asked, why do I do live stream? Why am I doing this live stream? This is so I can do kind of a live Q&A. Like a lot of people on YouTube, they'll go on Twitter and they'll ask. Actually, let me give you guys something to look at. A lot of people go on Twitter and they'll say like, hey, send me some questions for a Q&A. I prefer to just do it live right here. So you ask a question and I answer it right here. You don't have to like tweet me a question and then I answer it a week later in a video. Yeah. So it's more of instant feedback. It's a way that I can literally respond to you guys in real time. So it's great. James Thomas asks, how can I get Mercurials? Well, they dropped online a few nights ago. I think like Friday night they dropped online, and I'm not sure when the next colorway is releasing, that black and purple. So they haven't announced any dates. I assume it'll be random, just like the last one. That was I believe it was a Nike Lab release, but I'm not sure. I don't think anybody's received their pairs yet. But it should be a random release. That was super random, and they just popped up at midnight one night, so who knows. Mike, welcome back to the stream, man. Thanks for always checking it out. Jameis asks, my thoughts on the tan Raf Stan Smiths. They're pretty obviously the best received colorway of this season. They seem to be like the pink Rafs from last season for this season. It's a good colorway, but I've kind of caught the common projects bug, and if I'm spending that much money, I'd prefer a pair of common projects over a pair of Raf Stans. There's just a totally different aesthetic, and I prefer the look of the silhouette of the common projects to the look of the silhouette of the Stan Smith, even with the R on the side. Common projects has far superior leather quality, and you get a little bit better comfort, I would say. There's a lot more cushioning on the Stan Smith than there's going to be on the Common Project's Achilles, but I personally would prefer to take the Common Projects. Wilson TV, sticking with Common Projects, asks, are Common Projects comfy at all? Not really. It's not a shoe I would describe as comfortable. Not saying they're uncomfortable. There's just very little cushioning aside from a leather insole, and like pretty much all, not high fashion, but these Italian-made sneakers, especially using the Margam rubber sole, there's no like lunar foam or air units in there to provide extra cushioning. There's literally just your feet on a leather insole that might have a little bit of padding, and then a hard rubber outsole. So comparing it to something from Nike or Adidas with these super technological cushioning systems, like Boost, you're not going to think they are comfortable, but they're not uncomfortable. But if you're spending all day on your feet, your feet are going to get a little tired. Dwight Williams says he got through on Nike Store for the Mercurials, but hasn't gotten the shipping confirmation yet. I assume you should be fine. That was a Friday night, and they wouldn't have shipped it until today. If anything, I would go check your Nike account and check your orders page and see how that's doing. If you have a question, you can always hit up Nike customer support, and they'll let you know what the status of that order is. Let me check my quests first. Keep those questions coming, guys. I'll answer everything in just a bit. Eric asks, Apple Jacks or Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Depends on the mood, really. Right now I'm feeling Apple Jacks. Create orbs of light. Did I not already do all of these missions? Oh no! I did all the missions on my Titan, not on my Hunter, but I want to... Okay. So we're going to run some story missions, guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. Alright.
Present.
Story missions, story missions, story missions.
Acknowledged.
Alright. Go see if we can grab one more bounty, and then we're going to jump into some more story. Denny asks, my favorite music. I mostly listen to kind of chilled out dance music, so stuff like trance, deep house, kind of progressive electronic music. That's kind of like my main music that I listen to. Of course, if I'm feeling ignorant, the Migos are great. Travis Scott's Rodeo, pretty good. Of course, the Drake and Future, year worth of music is good. So, I stay up on my current hip-hop and rap, but kind of like my main thing that I'm listening to throughout the day is similar to what you'll find in my videos, which is just kind of like down-tempo, deep house, a little bit of future house, if you're familiar with specific dance music genres. But yeah, that's what I'm listening to on most days. See how well this goes here. How much this bumps my level up by equipping all these. Yep, just jumped from 200 to 254 by sending over some guns. Oh, forgot I have a ghost shell too. I can send that puppy over. Dang. It's a great ghost shell too. Highly recommend it. I have this bomb cloak. Cloak of Taniks. And alright. So you're going to go grab these bounties over here. Let me get back to the questions here. Remo asks, can I talk about the White Ultra Boost a little bit, online release, in-store availability? So the White Ultra Boost should be restocking online. Nothing has been confirmed other than the product page being up, and it says coming soon. So I would, that leads everybody to believe, yeah, they're coming soon online. In-store, I have no idea if they're going to be hitting any sort of running accounts. The Ultra Boost isn't really a shoe that Adidas Originals accounts can jump in on. I'm not sure if that has changed since the original run of Ultra Boost, but only certain Adidas Originals, like boutiques, the lifestyle shoe side of everything, or of the retail side. So your regular sneaker boutiques might not carry them, whereas running stores, like Roadrunner Sports carries Ultra Boost online. Your local running stores might carry them. I'm not sure about the in-store availability there. I know they did restock at a few different Adidas stores around the U.S. Last weekend. And aside from that, trying to take all these quests, and I can't even do the quests here now. Man.
Good luck out there.
Wait a second. I'll get back to that in just a second. I'm extremely hard to focus on both of these things here.
Fierce as a wolf.
Okay. Anyways, So back to what I was talking about. I'm not sure about in-store availability. I would go ahead and check with your local Adidas stores because they have, or a majority of them have already restocked. But aside, like what was it? Santa Monica, Soho in New York City. The New York City Soho store restocked them. Like a random store in Virginia restocked them. So check with your local Adidas stores for in-store availability. Online, they haven't announced anything. It may update the product page to like will be available in like 9 days. Sometimes it does that. It'll give you like a day countdown, and then it'll randomly release at the end of that countdown. Whenever someone at Adidas hits the green light. But nothing has been confirmed. There's no hard date set. If anyone's telling you there's a hard date set, they're making it up. Before we jump into some gameplay, let me get through and answer all of these questions here. Totally Skated asks, what kind of clothing do I wear on my upper body? If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen my like strong support for John Elliott. John Elliott is pretty much like all I wear when it comes to shirts, when it comes to hoodies, when it comes to certain jackets. Just because it is clothing that, in my size, it seems like it's tailored to fit me. So it fits me perfectly. For basics, I have no reason to go outside of that to other brands because they do make a variety of tees and a variety of fits that are pretty much perfect. So like specifically today, you've all seen like my nudie skinny lin jeans. I'm wearing black jeans today, and then I'm wearing a John Elliott Mercer tee, which is their kind of split hem tee that goes with their kind of iconic villain hoodie. And my mic cut out. Anyways, so yeah, so a John Elliott Mercer tee, which is their standard tee, and then on top of that, the John Elliott Snap Overshirt, which is just like a standard button-up shirt. This is the linen one from last season, what I was specifically wearing today, which is a kind of a thicker, more structured shirt that has these really strong snaps up the front. But then it's also cut, normally like a dress shirt is cut kind of with a scalloped bottom, or I guess more of a, not a dress shirt, but a button-up shirt has a scalloped bottom. And this one instead is cut kind of, not cropped, but it's cut short so that you can layer it with the Mercer tee, and it does have a split hem. So that is specifically what I was wearing today. And just a mixture of, John Elliott tees, hoodies, some jackets, bomber jackets I'm wearing a lot. That's just kind of my wardrobe, my regular wardrobe. Let's see, James Thomas. Nike doesn't care about, I assume you're talking about releases with the HTM Kobe's. And I prefer it this way. I really like the fact that they're just randomly releasing stuff because it gives more people an opportunity to get it. If you're releasing stuff at a set date, even with these, these online drawing systems, you're looking at a slimmer chance of getting it. At that point, it's like a random chance. Whereas this point, if you're actually staying on top of things, if you're following, the right people on Twitter, if you're really staying up on it, then you have a better chance of getting it. If it randomly releases, and if you're following the right people, and I mean, Twitter is so accessible now for news, and especially with sneakers and how minute to minute sneakers are. If you're following the right people, you have a better chance. Same thing with the HTMs. Me personally, with the history of the HTM Kobe line, and looking at how this release was going and how all of the previous releases were going, this was like a shoe that I never thought I would be able to own. And I've always been, or at least since the Kobe 9, I guess the Galaxy Kobe 7, I've been a massive fan of the Kobe line. It's just not a shoe that there's like a lot of specific colorways that I like, because it is still like a basketball silhouette. I ended up landing one of the HTMs just because I was on my computer and, I'm on top of these releases. So for people that are, really on top of things, it gives them a better opportunity to get the shoe and a better opportunity to steal it away from someone that's going to, manipulate the system to resell or manipulate the system to sell a cart or to sell a bot or something like that. So if it just drops randomly, people can't make money off the release as well, and more people that are actually going to wear the shoe are probably going to get the shoe. Let's get into some gameplay, and I'll see if I can answer the questions. These are coming in really fast. I do love it. I love it, guys. Keep it up. The dreadnought is like missing here. That's nice. Oh, I guess this is just the mission. I guess I'm jumping into this. All right. Mike asks, did I see the picture Ronnie posted today? I don't really follow Kith clothing, so I have no idea what the frayed hoodie even looks like, Mike. I'm not sure. Totally Skated asks, fall favorites, clothes, sneakers, music. Right now with clothes, I guess one specific thing that I'm feeling, a lot right now is black denim. Black denim is like something that I'm wearing a ton of. So we jump into like a bit of a cutscene here. Just a lot of like black denim over and over again. I used to be wearing my raw pair a lot, and then when it was a little bit hotter earlier in the summer, I was wearing my washed pairs a lot more. Now it's like black denim pretty much every day, and I'm really enjoying it.
Not everybody's got stealth tech and a ship that smells like hive.
Once we get through this, I'll answer the rest of that question.
Activating stealth drive. I'm picking up fluctuations in the power conduit.
Oh, relax. I modified the tech myself. Probably just Saturn's radio storms running interference.
It's malfunctioning.
Did you break my stealth drive?
You think they can see us? I think they can see us!
Rip.
What happened? Everything all right?
Why wouldn't we be all right? We're just stuck here with no ship and no transmat zone.
Great. Told you my stealth drive would work.
All right. So let's see. What was the rest of that question? Fall favorites for sneakers. Basically anything that is tonal or black and white. Like specifically in the last few days, I've worn black Yeezys. I've worn today. I'm wearing the white Ultra Boost. Black Casas, black Ultra or black Retro Boost, the Y3 Retro Boost. It's just like a lot of black and white. What is it? The black. My black Air Max 1 patches, the patch Air Max 1, and the sand Air Max 1, the patch pack. Both of those have been getting a lot of wear of. Just a lot of tonal stuff. That's just kind of been what I'm into right now.
Cross just vanished.
Give me a second. I'll check with Eris. Yeah, she says it's probably just a resonance spell, whatever that is. So just don't trust anything.
Trippy. Got the bridge fading out on me. I'm not entirely sure what's going on over there. What? Okay. These things are gross. Let's see. What else we have in here? What is my most comfortable shoe and why? That's a difficult question because certain shoes are more comfortable than others. Those are so gross. The Flyknit Racer is still one of my favorite shoes just because it's super lightweight and easy to wear. reload speed on this character is a struggle. So the Flyknit Racer is great. You have stuff like the Ultra Boost, which for me, the upper is, you know, more restrictive. It's thick. It's a thick upper. So that kind of impacts the comfort compared to the Flyknit Racer, but it does have, you know, boost. So boost cushioning is super comfortable. And then you've got stuff like a pure boost or the Y3 Retro Boost that has that same the boost sole, but it's more casual. But that is less structured than a pure boost or an ultra boost. Too many boost styles. So basically anything with boost for cushioning, and then like just lightweight uppers are some of my favorite comfortable shoes right now.
Okay, hold on. Eris is going on about breaking the necrotic. Ah, just shoot it.
Ah, there's a shield up. Let me take it down for you.
Struggling. There we go.
Okay, it's down. But I'm picking up other channels to the weapon.
Let's see here. Jose asks, why don't I get my pants tapered instead of pinrolling? Because when you get your pants tapered, it gives you a different look. I don't pinroll because my pants are too loose. I pinroll because I prefer to pinroll versus stacking my pants. With my ankles the way that they are and like how skinny my ankles actually are, stacking just never comes out exactly the way I want it to. So I prefer to just pinroll. How do you clean white Ultra Boosts? Very often. I wouldn't let them get dirty, because if you let the Prime Knit get dirty, you're basically, you know, just saying goodbye to them. If you have let the Prime Knit get dirty, I recommend like a Jason Mark shoe cleaner, or if you're familiar with the European cleaner, Sneakers ER, that's also a really good cleaner for Prime Knit. As far as the boost sole, I would recommend hitting it as soon as it gets dirty. Like if you wear it and you're noticing that it's getting dirty, swap that or clean it with a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser as soon as you see it getting dirty, because boost does get dirty very easily, and if you don't clean it regularly, it will end up discoloring, and that's not something that you want to see. Ooh. Favorite sneaker to wear at the moment? Probably either the Yeezy Boost 350 or the Common Projects Achilles. Let's see here. Adidas Ultra Boost Comfort. Super comfortable, but you know, as I was just saying, the upper is more restrictive, as it is a performance product. So this is something that you know, it's meant to be it's meant to run in. It's meant to be used for performance use. So it does have the characteristics of a running shoe that, you know, are better suited by other, you know, shoes for casual wear. If I said that right. Like the Pure Boost is going to have a better upper for kind of casual wear because it's a little more relaxed, a little less structured. But if you do like that extra structure of the Prime Knit, then, you know, the Ultra Boost is a great shoe for comfort. What is my max limit for paying resale on sneakers? I really don't pay resale. If I miss out on something, I always know there's another release coming, you know, in a few weeks, so I have no incentive to pay resale.
The weapon's cycling down. Let's find another channel.
Steven asks, what other black denim do I wear other than nudie? Nothing. I only wear my nudie pair. I don't really need another pair because the way nudie does their specific skinny lin black denim, they make it like a pair of raw jeans where it's actually a like very deep indigo that is then over-dyed black, so that when you do wear it, you know, a lot, like a pair of raw denim, oh god, when you wear it like a pair of raw jeans, it will end up fading to a lighter black and then eventually to a blue. So it's not something that you would want to buy multiple pairs of. Or at least I wouldn't. I don't feel the need to do it. Am I going to pick up the Supreme Jordan 5s this week? No. I recommend Nudi's denim for, oh Jesus, for stacking. Yeah. Like if you go look at Jacob Keller's videos where he's wearing, he wears the same fit, Nudie Skinny Lin, but he wears it much tighter than I do, I guess in like the lower calf. Oh God. And he stacks it really well. He also gets his tapered a bit more, which for a lot of people is like nuts, because they're already extremely skinny. But yeah, he stacks his, so if you need some visuals on the Nudie Skinny Lin, check out Jacob's channel. Specifically his wax black jeans are Nudie.
Weapons down! Kate, what's our next move?
I feel like that was way too easy to shut down a weapon, right?
There's a massive hull breach near your position. That'll be
Link for these nudies, nudiejeans.com. You can find a link to Nudie's site in basically all of my videos. As well as a link to how to pinroll, since people still need to figure out that video exists. While we were on the topic of the HTM Kobe's, I will have a video of those out tomorrow. I received them today. I forgot to get them up on Snapchat, but it got too dark for me to end up shooting that. But that video will be going up on my channel tomorrow, assuming all of the video shots came out on point. If not, I'll have it up as soon as possible. Again, it's the multicolor colorway. One thing I didn't notice, they come with screw-on aglets, screw-on lace tips, like the Yeezy 2, and they are extremely heavy. Like, they're so heavy that I would tie my shoe, and then when I'd go for the on-feet portion, they would keep coming untied. So while that's a nice little touch, adding the extra, metal aglets to the shoe, that completely takes the wearability out of them. And you literally have to unscrew it and wear them without the aglets if you actually want to wear them. So that seemed like a very interesting choice on Nike's behalf. Oh God. So these dudes just flew this ship straight into this wall.
Skyburner's colors.
Like, bold move.
Deployed from Phobos.
Cabal. We'll deal with them later. Secure that transmat zone.
What does HTM stand for? It stands for three of Nike's most renowned designers, or two of Nike's most renowned designers, which would be Hiroshi Fujiwara, which is the creator of Fragment Design. He's done several collaborations with Nike over the years, creating silhouettes, creating colorways. The T stands for Tinker Hatfield. I don't think he requires any introduction. And then the M stands for Mark Parker, an executive at Nike. The HTM line is kind of their flagship in creative new silhouettes and technologies. The HTM like Flynet colorways were the first Flynets on the market back in 2012. There's like the HTM Mercurial Superfly, which was the first time they ever experimented with taking a soccer boot and making it casually wearable. HTM has been in existence for years, long before the Flynets that kind of made them, a household name in sneakerhead minds. Remo asks how the HTMs look in person. Better than I anticipated. The colors are actually really... Oh, a fragment? Woo-hoo-hoo. there's another one up there. Should we go get it? Let's go get that fragment. So yeah, so the colors are a lot more desaturated than I thought they were going to be, which is something I prefer. I didn't want it to be like a really loud Flyknit shoe, so the Volt color on the lateral side is it's pretty subtle, and it ends up looking like more of a bright olive. And then the orange that's on the medial side is also, you know, fairly desaturated, and you know, it's not loud like some of the older Flyknit colorways were. Where is this? I gotta make this so hard to get to. Rip. Remo, no, it is not symmetrical, no. Do I still... I assume that means do I still have all of the shoes I've made videos of? No. A lot of stuff that, you know, I was into a few years ago, I just don't wear much anymore, so a lot of that stuff gets, I've sold off. Especially now that I'm becoming a lot more selective in what I'm wearing. I'm not even following the objective here. Now that I'm being more selective in what I'm wearing, a lot of the older stuff, a lot of the louder stuff, the brighter colors, the more bold colors in my sneaker rotation, I've gotten rid of a lot of those. Gotta slam dunk this joint in the ground one time.
Activating transmat link. Our ship is inbound.
Hey, Zavala. Want to know what a transmat zone on the Dreadnought looks like?
You landed a Guardian on the Dreadnought without authorization?
My favorite pro sport and team.
We'll discuss it.
I don't really have a specific favorite sport. I would say the NBA is my personal favorite, like, sport. Just because of how wild people go on, like, Twitter, and the fact that NBA, at least in sneaker Twitter, the Twitter that I am a part of, the NBA is more widely supported on Twitter, and one of my favorite things about certain sporting events, like bigger sporting events, playoffs and stuff, is watching the reaction to everything on Twitter and participating in the conversation through Twitter, and so the NBA probably for the regular season, and then like playoff anything except maybe baseball. It's super fun to watch. My favorite teams, I guess my most supported teams, would be Atlanta's teams, even though the Braves are trash this season. But the Falcons right now 4-0, and we have a fairly easy division this year, aside from the Carolina Panthers, who are also 4-0 right now. So that'll be fun to watch. But I guess my most... And then I also like college football. College football is great. Rocket launcher out of control. I just get 5 rockets. Oh god. Take it out? Alright, I took it out. There we go, there's some more ammo.
Guardian, Kate just briefed us on your...
do I work at Wish? No.
unorthodox mission. Your victory, no matter the method, is a Vanguard victory. You have our thanks.
Everyone loves a bad idea when it works. Now, excuse me, Guardian,
God.
I have to go have an uncomfortable conversation with Eris about her ship. Get home safe.
Cool, mission done. Thoughts on the triple black Hirachi and triple white, like the standard Hirachi? It's like the Hirachi, the air Hirachi. Like they're cool, but they're nothing that I really need. Especially with the Hirachi, it's not a silhouette that I'm big on right now. I'm really not wearing a lot of like 90s runners, 80s and 90s runners I'm not wearing a lot of anymore. So like a lot of New Balance is just not like in style right now, I guess. So yeah, no, I personally don't need the triple black Hirachis or the triple whites, but it seems like everybody wants them. They sell out pretty much every time they release, so right on to Nike for keeping the supply up on those. Do I have connections with Wish? Not other than them being a boutique in my city. I visit their store a lot, but they don't really carry anything that I'm interested in, at least right now. I mean, they do have Y3. They have a Y3 account. They have a Raf Simons Adidas account, but they're also charging retail. And with all of that, or with both Y3 and Raf Simons, you're better off buying it internationally for a significantly lower price. So there's nothing that I really need to buy from Wish. But it is kind of like the biggest boutique in the city of Atlanta, at least as far as their selection goes. So I roll through every now and then. Would I accept the package from Champ Sports? Yes. The video that was going up tomorrow was initially going to be a Champ Sports package. I've now put that off until next week's closer look video because of these HTMs. Oh yeah, I do have good point, Denny. I guess I don't know if I've mentioned that in the stream before, but I do have the $2 bill inspired Adidas SL Loops. That was a collaboration with Wish. I do have that pair. Oh, what are we gonna do next? I guess I have to go talk to. I did not realize how far back I was on this character. So Concepts is doing this like weird Brooks collab, and it's like I don't know who is buying that shoe. Like who's buying the silhouette? It's like Brooks had good intentions, but the silhouettes they've brought back have been not good. And I think this looks like an Air Monarch. Like it looks chunky like an Air Monarch, like way too chunky to be lifestyle oriented. I think the colorway is interesting, but like unless these are like limited to under 100 pairs, I don't see these selling out. Not after the last Concepts Brooks pair that I bought and instantly regretted. Probably gonna be some trash. 265, wow. Need armor. What I really need. Okay. it's dumb of me to be running this. Oh my god, I haven't even like ranked this class up. Welp. Actually, no, I'll keep that on.
I hope we helped you, Guardian.
Denny asks for my thoughts on the Oswegos. It's a interesting silhouette. It's an interesting silhouette, but it's something that I think is going to look way too bulky on my feet. And it's always hard to find my size. I think my size is going to end up being a 7.5. And the same with like my 7 in Y3s. It's like really hard to find. Like Sneakers and stuff just dropped the leather Desert Boost, the Y3 Desert Boost. They stopped at an 8. I would have bought it if they had the 7, but they stopped at an 8, which is super frustrating. So it's just something that I don't really need. It's a cool silhouette, and I think it's something that a lot of people aren't really keen on right now. But it's got such an interesting silhouette that you can definitely recognize it, and I think they're cool. Am I getting Black Ops 3? No. Grail shoe that's out of my price range. I don't know, because there's nothing like secondary market. I don't really look at the secondary market on sneakers, like if it's, you know, crazy expensive, because like ever since I bought into the kind of mindset that, like with Jordan 1s specifically, which is why I ended up buying the Saint Laurent pairs instead of a Jordan 1. Let me
Stay alert out there.
back to this. Let's go look out this window while I talk about this. Essentially, like, I lost out on both the... I'm struggling to get something that'll be worth looking at. I lost out on both the Royal and the Bred Jordan 1s, which is a $140 retail shoe. Now, why would I want to spend, you know, $700+ to get a $140 shoe when I could spend, you know, $500 around that and get a shoe that is valued at $650 retail, and it's got, you know, extremely nice leather, it's got extremely nice construction, and it's just a higher quality product all around. So why would you want to spend all that money to get a shoe that's really valued at $140? And ever since I kind of got into that mindset, I really have no interest in paying super high, like the double, triple value on a pair of shoes that really retail under, you know, $200. So that's not, I just haven't really looked at secondary markets the same way. So I guess my Grail shoe right now, that is out of my current price range, I'd really like a pair of the Saint Laurent SL1s, which is just the super clean, all white and all black high top. The low top I think I'm good on because I've got the Common Projects Achilles in white and black, so I don't really need those. But the Common Projects doesn't make like a great high top shoe, so that's where I think the SL1 would slot in nicely. But right now I don't really have another, you know, $500, $600 to blow on another pair of shoes, so it's just out of my price range right now. So I guess that would be a quote-unquote Grail shoe. It's just something that I want that's out of my price range right now. Is sizing on the original Pure Boost the same as Ultras? No. I would recommend going up a half size on the original, or I would recommend sticking true to size on the Pure Boost, and I recommend going up a half size on the Ultra Boost. Yeah, that sounds about right. If you're watching, let me know if you agree with that sizing. Sizing for me is weird because I prefer a snug fit in pretty much all my shoes.
Good work, Guardian. Oryx has bled us. It's time we bleed him in return.
We need real intelligence to get to the Taken King. Stand firm.
Yeah, this seems too complicated.
You don't seem like her.
Did I go to Thrasher games? Yeah, I went to a few back in the day, but Atlanta's just not a hockey town. No one cares about that sport here. No one even understands that sport here. So I don't blame them for relocating the franchise. Complete a match with at least 10 kills and no more than 7 deaths. I think I can do that.
Goodbye, Guardian.
Oldest sneaker in my collection, the production date. A while back, my grandparents gave me a pair of. I guess this is something that I'm going to touch on in my closet confidential video that I eventually will be doing. But my grandparents gave me a pair of what I assume would be like a almost original pair of Chuck Taylors. It's like an off-white colorway that's actually really cool, and I assume they're from like around the 70s. So that would probably be the oldest. It's not my size, but just having it's kind of cool. Just to have, you know, like an actually vintage Chuck Taylor. Even though I'm not, you know, a huge fan of wearing Chuck Taylors, like right now, it's still cool to have. So that's probably the oldest. The oldest shoe that I actually wear is probably going to be the... Trying to make sure nothing's older. Probably the Soulbox New Balance 1500s, my green finals pair. That pair's from 2009. That's probably the oldest pair that I actually wear. And I'm just going to jump into one Crucible game, and then I'm going to call this stream. It is getting pretty late, and I need to start editing the HTM video. So if you guys do have any final questions for me, let me know in the comments. Try to jump into Clash. Let's just jump into some Clash. I guess we're finally going to figure out how this hand cannon works in Crucible. That'll be interesting. Put that on. Nope. Put that on. I heard that common projects are awful comfort-wise. So they're not awful. They're just not super comfortable. They're not uncomfortable, but they're not comfortable. There's no cushioning, and there's no cushioning in the shoe, so you're not going to be, you know, extremely comfortable in it just from wearing it. It's like if you're on your feet all day, they might hurt, but they are not uncomfortable. It's just like with all of those, like I said earlier in the stream, with all of those Italian shoes with the Margam rubber sole, it's really just like leather on the insole, like if maybe a little bit of foam padding on the insole, and right under that you've got a hard rubber sole with no form of like cushioning, like Boost or anything like that. I would say Vans are a little more comfortable because a lot of Vans have a thick, like kind of memory foam insole. Any experience with Subi denim? No. Do I shop at thrift stores? Ross or Marshalls? Well, Ross and Marshalls are like craft stores, not thrift stores, and... what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Michael's. Michael's is a craft store. Ross and Marshall is just like a discount store, not really a thrift store. But no, I don't really go into any of the... What would you call that? I guess that's like a discount store, like a bulk discount store. And then thrift stores, like very rarely. But even then, no, not really. I know people find like a lot of steals at like a Ross or a Marshalls, but I don't think it's worth checking over and over again. Like going into an actual Ross or a Marshalls and on a regular basis to check if they have like some random Nike Grail is not worth the time, in my opinion.
Flash. Bravo team. Stick together, team.
Let's see how this hand cannon does in one game of Crucible, and then I'll call it for the stream. Thanks for checking out this stream. Well, okay.
You're falling behind.
But yeah, thanks for checking it out. For those of you that are, I guess this is your first stream on YouTube, you can subscribe to this channel, and that will, I believe that gives you a notification whenever I go live, so you don't miss it out. And then you can also, oh geez, and then you can also follow me on Twitter at GTFan712. I always tweet out when I'm going live. What's going on with this radar? God, really? You're just gonna crouch around the corner. Great way to play this game. What is my next pickup? I'm not sure. I have a pair of pink common projects. It's a woman's colorway that they fit a little bit big for me, so I ended up ordering the next size down. So I'm waiting for those to come in. I guess that would be my next pickup. Really, dude? Oh, that's pretty nice. Well, I'm gonna be at Magic City tonight. I'm already there, dude. I'm streaming live from Magic City right now.
Heavy ammo inbound.
Yeah, that tracking perk is super nice.
Heavy ammo available.
Am I getting any winter boots soon? No, I don't. I don't really need winter boots here. Oh.
Double kill.
Woohoo, it's lit. Damn. Should've hit him with a rocket. Oh, what? I killed him with the smoke. What? How did that just happen? Double up on that nade. That was great. Oh, what other stuff has gone down in the sneakers recently? Like hot topics. I guess those Horween Stan Smiths come out pretty soon. Those look pretty good. Why? I pulled the trigger and it didn't shoot. Come on. Maybe I shouldn't start playing on my hunter again. I was gonna try and level this character up, but... Well.
Heavy ammo on the way. Double kill.
Always gotta watch the flank.
Heavy ammo available.
Yep. Yeah, switch weapons. Nope, that was a complete miss. Ah, yes, we got Horween, Stan Smiths, we got the Columbia 1s coming out
5
soon.
minutes remaining.
This trade, nice. Oh yeah, so Columbia 1s come out. I'm not really feeling the Columbia 1s. Colors are just a bit too bright for me. I am way too used to doing a shotgun melee combo. I keep throwing smoke. How's my team losing? Well,
You've nearly lost.
I have no ammo. What is going on?
Heavy ammo inbound.
Very long, drawn out, annoying. There we
It's not
go.
a challenge to be taken
Take the
lightly.
L. Well done, team. Let's see here. Oh, I missed a bunch of stuff here. Will I go clubbing with you? No. Saw that I'm a BMW guy. Yes, I do. Do I ever scoop stuff to resell? No, not really. I don't really buy stuff with the intention of reselling it. Gamer for Life Game Crane? Welcome to the stream. I did not do well there either, but I got a legendary. I missed that. Am I getting stuck in another game? trying to back out. But anyways, that is going to wrap up the stream. I do appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. It's like a random Denny on Twitter calling out my my musical taste. But I do appreciate everybody jumping in these streams, doing these kind of live Q&As with me. That this one was a little difficult because I was trying to play like a story mission earlier on, which requires a lot more attention than just like running through it in Crucible. You don't really get like, you know, intermittent breaks. My ship just disappeared. That's great. But yeah, so I do appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. As usual, you can subscribe or follow me or whatever it is on this specific channel, which is my separate channel for live shows and eventually maybe some gaming content. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, this has been GTFan 712. Thanks for watching.